Okay, here is my first Wi-Fi battle against Death. Is my opponent. As you can see, I start out with a Mamoswine, he starts out with an Azelf. I'm not sure what he's going to do. He's either going to Stealth Rock or do a lot of damage, I figure. So I just go with Endeavor. Unfortunately, he U-turns, and that doesn't do nearly as much damage as I was hoping it would. And all that really did was break my sash, which I'm kind of pissed about. He sends out an Arcanine, which the Endeavor does hit it, and it is going to end up being helpful in the long run. I don't know what to do at this point. There's not a whole lot that's going to like to take his Flare Blitz, so I do switch to my Bronzong, I believe, which has Heat Proof. And usually, at least from what I had experienced on Pokemon Online, he doesn't take nearly this much damage. I guess I haven't run into many Life Orbed Arcanines. Not sure what to do at this point. I'm just going to leave him in so that Arcanine can take a little bit more recoil damage from Flare Blitz, and also take a little bit of that Life Orb damage. So here we go. I'm going to bring in Mamoswine again to clean him up with my Ice Shard. He uses Extreme Speed, not a big deal. That does take a little bit of my health out and gets me down the red, but definitely not a big deal. Mamoswine's purpose has been served at this point, and it was nice to get his Arcanine out of the way. So he sends out his Bronzong. I don't know what I do at this point. Yeah, we both Stealth Rock up on each other, and then I believe I'm going to Endeavor. I figure he's going to KO me back, but Mamoswine has done far more than I thought he would, especially from the lead position. So there he goes, he does pay back. At this point I bring my Evire, which is one of my favorite mid-game Pokemon, and clean him up with I say mixed Evire, and I clean him up with Flamethrower. So there we go, not a big deal, definitely going to take care of that. So his Bronzong faints, and he brings in a Dragonite, which, you know, I was kind of afraid maybe a Dragon Claw or an Outrage, but for some reason he Extreme Speeds, and I'm fairly confident Dragonite would have outsped this version of Evire. But he doesn't. He Extreme Speeds and I Ice Punch, so he notches a nice KO there. And here we go. He sends out Gengar. Now I'm really afraid of this because Gengar, depending on which variant of it he has, is capable of sweeping the remainder of my team. So I leave Sisterapis in his death fodder. There wouldn't be any beneficial switch. I'm hoping that the Thunderbolt, which he launches here, will take me down to Pitaya range. This is a sub-Pitaya Empoleon. And it does, but it paralyzes me, which totally nullifies my agility, which would have been able to outpace Gengar and probably sweep the rest of his team. But it doesn't, so I lose another Pokemon. It wouldn't make any sense to leave him around his death fodder. Gengar can 2-hit KO anything I would have been able to switch in and outspeed them. So I send in Lona, which is my Marowak. I'm not going to be able to get a Swords Dance off, obviously, but Gengar's flimsy defenses probably won't be able to take the Stone Edge that I launch, and it doesn't. So that's nice to get his primary special attacker out of the way. And here comes Azelf back in. I know he's going to be able to KO, but I don't want to switch in my last Pokemon, Breloom, which would just get 2-hit KO'd and outsped by Azelf. So I sacrifice Marowak, and here comes Epipharon, which is my Breloom. And if this Ice Punch would have KO'd, if he would have EV'd correctly, I'm not sure how he EV'd that Azelf, but if that was a max attack Azelf, I definitely would have gotten KO'd. Toxic Orb gives me a little bit of recovery. I believe I Leech Seed to get a little bit more health. Luckily, he stays asleep throughout these next 2 or 3 moves. After the recovery, I'm able to sub up, which guarantees that I'll be able to Spore on whatever switch-in he has. And as you can see, he stays asleep, and the Focus Punch will clean him up. Not very effective, not a big deal. Those elf's defenses suck. So, take care of his elf, and he sends in his last Pokemon, which is a Heracross. And if this was a Protect Flame Orb, Heracross, he might have had a chance because it would have prevented the Spore, which I am using right now. And he would have at that point probably been able to knock out my subs and outspeed me until ultimately KOing. But he doesn't, so I Focus Punch, get a crit hack. Not a huge deal. It probably would have KO'd or 2-hit KO'd, and he probably would have stayed asleep for another turn. Nonetheless, do apologize for that, and thanks for watching. Peace.